Okay, so I am super excited today. We are gonna head inside of this beautiful building that you see in front of me. This is 129 South Cedar Street here in Manistee, Michigan. The property just hit the market for $325, and it is listed by David Muxlow and myself, Travis Wood, at Grover Real Estate. And I am so excited. This is such a cool building. There's really nothing else like it in town. It was built in the early 1900s, and then about 10 years later underwent a renovation by a famous architect who I'll fill you in on rather a little bit later in the video. But it really truly is an architectural gem, and it sits right at the heart of our downtown. I can't wait to get inside and show you more. All right, so we will head right inside and check out this first of 3 sections here. This one is kind of the corner unit. You'll see we've got the windows right there in the corner. You walk into this nice lobby area here. This section of the building contains 3 offices, a little kitchenette, bathroom, and then of course this long corridor and this waiting area. Spills right out onto the street there, so fantastic location. I love this building walking through here because it just really gets your imagination going. I mean, this could be so many different things. Obviously, it worked great as an office building for M-Bank, who used it for many years. It was a bank, way back when. But I mean, even to get kind of creative, imagine putting little individual shops in each of these offices. And then there's, this long hallway with art on the wall, or maybe some of these walls come down and this turns into a restaurant. I mean, it could really be a number of things. It would be a really nice office building again, but it's exciting to think of some of the other uses that it could take on as well. I don't know if it shows from the video, but the ceilings are super tall. I mean, gosh, we're looking at, I'd say, at least 10-foot high ceilings at the highest part here. Drywall and everything looks absolutely perfect. Beautiful recessed lighting right there. The renovation of this building was definitely extensive, and they did a nice job keeping some of that original details like that oak millwork around the windows, but also bringing in some more, contemporary updates with some nice brand new drywall and, high quality flooring. Things like that. Kind of walk through to our last of the 3 offices on this area. And you can see there's tons of these little storage nooks throughout the building, which would continue to serve useful for whatever this ends up becoming. As we walk down to the end of the hall here, you've got your nice little kitchenette, break room area. You could put a little refrigerator there, make lunch or whatever in here. Kind of just like a nice, neat little kitchen area with a powder room off to the side. And out through the back here, there's just some additional storage. Oh, check this out too. This is super nice. I mean, we got like a state-of-the-art temperature control system in here. You do not see these downtown Manistee every day, I tell you that. I mean, we got the time, the date, the weather. We can control all the temperature and everything right here from this panel. So super nice, state-of-the-art. Like I said before, they really didn't spare any expense in renovating this building. They did an absolutely fantastic job, and it's little details like that that really kind of stand out. Kind of walk through here. We've got another storage closet there. And then through here, there's just kind of a little foyer area with some additional storage, and then there's an exit to the outside back parking lot area for your staff to kind of park in the back and keep the street parking for your customers or guests or, just whoever might need it. All right, so we're gonna enter into the second little area here. As soon as you come into this little stairway landing, you can see there's a door there with the stairway that takes you to the upstairs. And then there's this door here, which will take you into the second unit. Let me just fiddle with the key here and we'll head on inside. So this is really similar to the last area we were just in. This is pretty comparable. It's got 3 offices, little kitchenette. There's kind of a little lobby reception area as well, but the layout's quite different, which I think you can tell right off the bat. So this one's a little bit more cozy. Ceiling height comes down a touch, but still higher than your average office building. And the hallway kind of like snakes and zigzags in these different directions, which creates these cool shaped offices. So here's the first in the front here. This would be a nice little conference room or even a bigger office or shared space. But again, with the same The same goes with this area for the last one, that really with a little bit of creativity, you could turn this into, I mean, any number of end uses. It's so cool to think about what this building could become in the right hands. You can see they've got a ton of storage in here. We've got another office area in here. Actually, this kind of walks through, and you've got two little connected ones here, and then that's where we entered down there. Kind of walk to the back here. Got another huge storage area, super useful. Nice little countertop. And then of course, another little kitchenette, which is super nice. I think there's like 4 kitchenettes total in this building, so got lots of space. And then here you see one of the 3 high efficiency furnaces that's currently heating this building. And I can tell you, walking in here, it is super toasty, very well insulated. You know, it's not every day you see 3 furnaces in a building, but that's the case here. And then there's this door. This just opens up to the exterior and kind of provides quick access to the parking lot in the back. So we'll kind of walk through here again. So just to kind of recap, there's 3 or maybe 4 offices in this unit. No, I guess 3. 3 in a flex space. There was 3 offices in the unit next door, and then there's 7 offices total upstairs. So tons of potential here. All right, so we're entering into the 3rd and final section of the building. This is absolutely hands down my favorite part. I love going up here. It's super cool, and I think you'll immediately see why. So kind of bear with me as I walk up this stairway here. So as soon as you get to the top, these double doors spill out into this massive conference room with really kind of beautiful molding up top. And then check out this domed stained glass skylight that illuminates kind of the center of this building, or of this room rather. I mean, how cool. Imagine sitting here at this conference table at a meeting or something, sitting under that skylight with the, you know, ornate molding in the corners of the walls. I mean, it's such a cool space in here. And then through the back, we have another kitchenette. Kind of walk through here. Got a little storage area there. That's big enough to be an office on its own, excuse me. Got another closet here. This contains one of the 3 furnaces as well. And then it starts with the offices. So there are 7 offices total up here. All of them have these huge windows that go all the way up to the ceiling, lets in a ton of light, and kind of offers these unique views that you don't usually get downtown Manistee. I think it's so cool up here. And again, this would of course be fantastic for office space. Another thing that would be really cool if somebody came in and, you know, had some mixed use things on the bottom, whether it's retail, office, something like that. But this could be a really cool little like boutique hotel area where you have like 7 little hotel rooms with like a shared living room, or I'm sorry, shared kitchen, like that conference room area. Could be like a kitchen lounge area with these 7 little kind of boutique suite hotel rooms. Check this one out. So cool. This is the corner office. So that really cool green kind of turret on the corner of the building that's so prominent from the street. This is what the view is like from inside. So you can see you look right downtown Manistee there. You've got this cool, totally circular wall. They've got the Christmas tree in there currently, but with a really cool kind of bay window setup. And then again, just more of those huge windows, beautiful black casing. So neat up here, and it just keeps going. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier in the video, this building actually has some unique history that I think is worth kind of touching on here. So it was originally built in 1904 as a bank, and it was remodeled by an architect named Louis Sullivan from the years 1919 to 1920. He was really young, in his early 20s at the time, and this was one of his first big jobs that he got. He worked remotely from Chicago, so all the work was happening via letters, like they were sending letters back and forth to make all the decisions. And it was one of his first big kind of commissions as a young architect. He ended up going on to be one of the most famous American architects in his time. He designed many notable buildings around the United States, such as the Wainwright Building in St. Louis, Missouri, the Sullivan Center in Chicago, and the Bayard Condict Building in New York City down in Soho. So as you can tell, he kind of had a pretty storied career and, you know, was responsible for designing a lot of really iconic buildings in the United States. And it's just kind of a cool little, you know, little known secret that one of his early projects is located right here downtown Manistee. So yeah, I just thought that would be kind of interesting to share. Of course, as you can tell from the video, a lot of the interior of the building as it is today has been changed. There was a massive renovation that took place 7 or 8 years ago, where all the offices were put in, you know, the furnaces and everything was completely updated. But the outside remains essentially exactly as it was during the remodel in 1920. So super cool that we've been able to retain a little bit of our local history and that it's been maintained so well. If you're like me, I'm sure you know, can appreciate the building and think it's an absolutely fantastic little piece of architecture in our downtown district here. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. I know it was kind of a long one here. As always, if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to myself or any of the other Grover agents. Our office phone is 906-341-2131. You can reach me directly at 906-450-5080. Our address is 771 East Lakeshore Drive, Manistee, Michigan, 49854. Or you can email us. My email is travis@groverrealestate.com. Anyway, thank you again and have a fantastic day.